Hello, it's Anika from Living for Later, and welcome back to another episode of 40 Things That I Have Learned on my road to turning 40. So what I want to talk to you about today is just the idea of using your gifts. That's a lesson that I have really learned. I think that when you're gifted in an area, it's really easy to take it for granted or to even become lazy and become a poor steward, of the gift that God has given you. And one of the things that I have also learned concerning my gift is that sometimes we're waiting to get on the big stage to start to flow in our gifts, not realizing that start from the bottom and allow the Lord to perfect your gifts. So for example, I went to school and I was trained as a teacher, and I've always enjoyed teaching. I've always enjoyed accumulating knowledge and sharing what I have learned. And as I confessed in another video, sometimes it's unsolicited advice that I give people. I'm always in the mode of trying to teach. And of course, I'm learning to tone that down. But nevertheless, one of the things, when I first started staying at home and I was no longer in the public schools, is that opportunities opened up for me to be a Sunday school teacher with the younger children. And I enjoyed that. I did. And I didn't look at that as, I'm working with the young kids and God, I'm a teacher and why am I back here in this Sunday school class teaching these, young children? No, not at all. I saw that as an opportunity to grow and to develop in my gifts. So, I went from doing Sunday school and then eventually doing vacation Bible school and then eventually being asked to present at the time our church conferences, maybe teaching one session. So it was a progression to now, having the opportunity to present at the Women's Fellowship at our church. And I'm yet believing the Lord to open up even more doors and even, speaking on Sundays. These are some of the doors that the Lord has opened, but I'm yet believing Him to open even more doors for me to share this gift that He's given me, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is that sometimes we sit on our gifts and we're like, okay, I'll wait till I get to the big stage and then I'll start to operate in them. But be willing to start from ground level. Be willing to be in the trenches using your gift and never look at it as, this is just so beneath me. Not at all. Whatever situation God has placed you in, don't hold on to your gift because you may look at the situation as not being ideal. He placed you there, so obviously He wants you to use your gift. And your gift is never about you. It's about you ultimately serving God and those that He's put in front of you for you to serve. So never think that you are just too wonderful to use your gift with a certain population or within a certain setting and you're waiting for big. If you can't do it small, right, then what makes you think that God is going to elevate you to what you may perceive as a grander scale? So that's my first thing with the gift. The next thing is just a part of, I think, perfecting your gift and not taking it for granted is doing research, studying other people or the materials that they may have pertaining to your gift. I know that I love watching other teachers, whether it's natural, teachers in terms of in the secular environment or spiritual teachers, those within the church who are, teaching the people of God. I love to observe them. I love to take in their materials. I love to watch their videos and I take note of that. I learn. I don't assume that, I have this gift and I have it all figured out. Sorry, my phone was ringing. So I don't assume that, I'm already gifted in this area, so there's nothing that I need to learn from you or I don't need to watch it. No. I take it all in. I observe, just the way they operate. Now, this is the thing that I have to be careful with. is, yes, I learn from them, but I don't try to become like them. I take notes and I learn different techniques, but I don't necessarily try to morph myself into being them, if that makes sense. So I can still learn from them, but still be uniquely me and operate in my gift with the lessons that I've learned from them. I hope that makes sense, because I think a lot of times is we see somebody who may be gifted in the same area as we are, and we try to operate in our gifts just like them. That's not the point at all, right? So that's one area. And then I also want to say this, we see the parable in Matthew 25 of the talents, those with the talents, and how everyone got some talents, and how in the end the one that didn't use it lost what was given. So again, don't sit on your gift, use it for the glory of God.